Alright, hey guys, remember TCG back in the video. In this video, we're bringing you guys some Earthbound combos, and this is for the new support. So here we have Earthbound Prisoner Linewalker and Earthbound Prisoner Groundkeeper. So you can also do this combo instead of Groundkeeper. You can have Stone Sweeper, and you can use Stone Sweeper to search out Groundkeeper. It would still work out like this. But again, this is just me testing it out, just showing you guys early on what I've been able to do with Earthbound, and then see if you guys get any ideas. Just leave it in the comments down below. But let's get started here and just show you guys what this deck is capable of. So here I'm going to normal summon my Earthbound Prisoner Linewalker in order to search out my Earthbound Prison. Then I can play my Earthbound Prison, which lets me normal summon again. Then I can normal summon Groundkeeper and special summon Stone Sweeper from my deck. From there I can synchro summon into my Earthbound Servant GeoGriffin, and from there I can special summon one of my Earthbound monsters. Then I can synchro into my GeoGremlin, and so GeoGremlin actually gives you the ability to fusion summon during your opponent's turn. So from there, I'm a fusion summon, go into my GeoKraken. So you can see here my GeoKraken is going to let me search out a field spell. So yeah, it's a 2-card combo that gives you out 2 synchros and your fusion monster. Of course, you are still able to do more because during the main phase, quick effect, you can target one face of monster your opponent controls. Your opponent chooses one of these effects for you to apply. You either destroy that monster or gain life points equal to that monster's attack. And then with this guy, you're actually able, if this card is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can destroy one card in the field, then inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each Earthbound monster with different names you control and in your grave. And then the GeoKraken. If a monster is special summon from your opponent's extra deck, you can destroy as many monsters your opponent control as possible that are special summon this turn. And if you do, inflict 800 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed by this effect. So you can see quite a lot that's able to be done here. And Earthbound Prison, if they decide to get rid of this as well, then you'd be able to cut their life points in half. And if you're going second, you would have been able to use this field spell to negate an opponent's one of their monsters' effects. But you can see here I'm actually going to use my GeoGriffin in order to special summon my Groundkeeper during my opponent's turn. So you can see that this protects your Earthbound monsters. So it's a pretty decent setup here. But you can actually continue on as you can do this in order to get yourself a Linewalker, search out another card. And during the battle phase, you'd be able to fusion summon into your Earthbound Servant GeoGrasha. So you can see you're just consistently able to synchro summon during your opponent's turn. And yeah, it's pretty good way of just setting things up. And this is just a 2-card combo, pretty decent. Lets you go into all of the new cards basically. And we didn't get the chance to use Harmonic Synchro Fusion. I am going to show you guys that in a future combo. But you get to see everything here and how to go into it. But let's go to the second combo here. Alright guys, so this is the second combo that I want to show you. This is using Stone Sweeper and an Earthbound Immortal, whichever one you want to choose. Here I just chose Asla Piscu. And so Stone Sweeper here, you don't necessarily need it, but you could use a Stone Sweeper just because you're actually able to search out your other Earthbound monster. I think it's a Groundkeeper using this, but of course if you had Groundkeeper, this would also work. So here I'm just going to show you guys, we're going to search out our Groundkeeper, then normal summon Groundkeeper in order to special summon out our Linewalker. Use Linewalker's effect in order to search out the field spell, and from there place the field spell and just tribute summon into our Earthbound Immortal as Lepiscu. So pretty simple. This is just showing you guys how you'd be able to use the new support to go into your new Earthbound Immortal. So you're not actually able to search out the Earthbound Immortal cards really that great with this new support, but you are able to get them out. And you can see they are still pretty strong cards. So of course we know that the Earthbound Prison is able to negate a monster's effect as soon as it's activated. But if this card is actually removed, then you can half your opponent's life points and negate the effects of off-face-up card your opponents currently control. So that gives you a way to protect your Earthbound Immortal cards because it's going to incentivize them to not want to destroy it. But while this card is on the field, so if there's no face-up field spell on the field, you destroy this card. Of course, you're going to be protected though if they were to do that. Your opponent's monster cannot target this card for attacks, so they can't really do that. And you'd be able to attack your opponent directly. And if this face-up card leaves the field except by its own effect, you can destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, inflict 800 damage for your opponent for each monster destroyed. So you can see pretty effective way of just destroying your opponent here. But very simple combo just to show you how to go into your Earthbound Immortals. And now let me show you guys the final combo that I have here. Alright guys, so this is the final combo that I want to show you. It's a 3-card combo using Earthbound Prison, Stone Sweeper, and Earthbound Line Walker. So we're going to get started here. We're going to activate Stone Sweeper, search out our Groundkeeper. Then we can use Prison in order to normal summon. We didn't really have to, but it's just a great way of preserving your effect in case something happens to Prison. You'd be able to normal summon just through your normal summon. Then here you saw that we were actually able to search out Harmonic Synchro Fusion using the Earthbound Prisoner Line Walker. Then I was using Groundkeeper in order to search out the Earthbound Stone Sweeper. I was able to special summon it out. So it doesn't have to be from the grave. I could have special summoned it from the deck, but it's just showing you that, that you're able to recycle materials from there. Then we're going to use Harmonic Synchro Fusion in order to get our 2 monsters. You can see that we got the Earthbound Servant GeoKraken, and we got ourselves our Earthbound Servant GeoGriffin using 1 card, which is pretty nice. Then we can use Earthbound Servant GeoGriffin in order to special summon out the Stone Sweeper, and use the GeoKraken in order to search out another field spell in case something happens to it. Then we can Synchro Summon into our Earthbound Servant GeoGremlin. This is a way of using the Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Of course, it uses an extra card, but we'd be able to build up on this as during our opponent's turn, we'd be able to Fusion Summon using Earthbound Servant GeoGremlin. And yeah, it's just a great way of getting all the 3 new cards out and setting yourself with an Earthbound Prison. So let me know what you guys think about the new support, or the new support for Earthbound Immortal. It's kind of like introducing a new archetype or sub-archetype within the Earthbound, as you can totally go without running the Earthbound Immortals and just focus more on Earthbound, the Earthbound servants. And yeah, I've seen people go and build this with Runic, which I think could be an interesting concept. But what do you guys think about the new support? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.